Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I know y'all haven't seen me on this side of the world in a long time, probably about a week. My heart was broken, y'all. My heart is like broken, and I'm just asking, like every day, I'm asking God, like just to mend this like broken heart. Like you get what I'm saying? Like just mend it. Um, Not try to overthink it. Um, don't underestimate anything that you thought or you don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like all the unspoken things, don't like overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Like don't overthink it. I'm just going through that right now. Like, okay, okay. Cause y'all, I'm be honest with y'all. I don't want to tear up, but sometimes you gotta let it out. Like I have to keep on telling myself, like, his assignment is over. His assignment is over. When you start realizing that, it kind of make you feel better. But again, it's like the unknown. It's like there's no more last minute. Like, let me hurry up and say what I want to say to him. It's over. It's done. It's I don't want to say when you're talking to him now. It's like in space. It's just we don't know the unknown. I guess so. You know, we don't know, and sometimes you just gotta, start, for me, I'm have to like mentally tell myself, okay, you gotta start thinking positive and you gotta start living. So live, if you have a passion, go after it. What's the worst thing gonna happen? Nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be so level headed about my decisions now and my time. Do I waste on certain things, even negativity. Um, and then on top of that, sometimes we gotta start telling the truth. Like some people don't like to hear the truth because again, it probably mess up their whole agenda of why they're not receiving truth. All right. So I've been watching this young lady since probably about Christmas time, and she's 31. Um, When I was watching her, she was a cashier at Marshall's. And I saw, okay, she's going to school. I did something hit me, like something truly hit me. This girl, and I had to go back to some of her old content. She still had the same whining, the same hitting the head on the wall results. Okay. Now, anybody that has retail jobs know that retail jobs is a little bit more better than um, when I say retail jobs is a little bit more better than fast food jobs is because of there's a there's a higher position in different departments. All right. So for example, you might be a cashier, and there might be a management position for morning shift, or there might be a store assistant for this and that. So when I say that, majority of the time, places like Marshalls or most stores, they have that. Her name is Elite Unfiltered. Now I'm going to go to one of her old videos, and then we're going to go to one of her new videos. Her videos is about the same. I'm going to just give y'all a lineup. This woman has, I think, two kids. She's 31. She picks the most poorest jobs of the jobs to trying to live in her mother's home. She don't pay any bills, y'all. No, her mother-in-law's home. And also her husband does not work. He y'all, it's not funny. He had allergy, or he sneezed too many times and he quit his job. Like that's what type of And for her, she just like to say, "Hey, let me get on here, let me beg, let me tell these people how bad I got it so I can get money." So when I first saw her, she had like this chart, like what Jazzy does, like show you all her bills and what she pays and how much she gets, and then I saw one thing about donations. Man, why does she have more donations than what she brings in a week for her check? Are you crazy? So this lady now she works at Denny's, basically getting tips. That's her revenue. Because I don't know if fast food jobs in certain areas allow them to get minimum wage. Yes, and Pine, let me tell you, she actually said it in one of her recent videos. When her and her husband had a break, he moved out at his dad's home and then left her at the mom's house. Baby, I just died laughing. I said, "Are you effing kidding me?" So let's get into one of her old videos when I started watching her so we can compare where her mindset is still is today. So hold on.
There's Good morning. It is very early in the morning, but it is
Hold on.
January 1st.
So before we do this, let's look at the title. I'm 31 years old, making $12 an hour as a cashier. Drive with me to work. Negative bank account. Why do you need to tell us that you have a negative bank account at 31? I don't know, but let's go.
2025, and I just want to say Happy New Year's Day. And I hope you spend your New Year's Day with your loved ones or your
31.
loved pets, because I totally forgot to mention those, but pets are very important. But yeah, this morning I got up. So here's the thing, right? So I was supposed to go in 12. There's a bird. I was supposed to go in 12 to 5:30 today. Um, but my manager last night was um, like who's coming in tomorrow? And I was like, I'm coming in tomorrow, but my schedule says 12. And she's like, okay, well, is there any way you can come in the morning, like, as early as you can, to like, because we have a lot of stuff to put out. And I was like, yeah. I can come in early. So she's like, yeah, that's fine, just come in whenever you can, like 7, 8, or 9, whatever, that's fine. And I'm like, okay. So that's why I'm here this early. So it's 6:54 a.m. right now, and it's kind of cold, but so I woke up, checked my bank account. Yesterday I was negative. I was in the negatives. I was at 1212, which is weird, and I'll make a separate video about 1212. But
Hey.
now I'm negative $37 and some change because one of my credit cards charged me this morning. So lovely. But so anyway, so this is what's happening. I received a lot of money from you guys, but I received the majority of the money through the website called Buy Me a Coffee. And so I've been having some, I don't know what's going on. I started the transferring process of $188 December 27th, and they said it could take up to 5 days for it to finally transfer to your bank account, right? So I was like, okay, 5 days.
Now we're gonna just stop and start right here. Okay. So did y'all hear what she said? Like I said, she made more money in 1 week with donations that she had to go and get buy me a coffee, link it on her account instead of linking like Cash App. I think she probably had Cash App. Um, and I guess other people was giving her money. So before this time, this is like New Year's time frame. She was on here telling the people, "Hey, I don't have any Christmas. I don't know how I'm gonna get Christmas." And y'all, who that sound like? That sound like those mommies over there, right? To me, it sounds like the mommies. And it looks like she's been on YouTube about 12 years. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like, I'm going to just be on a rough side. I think she's been on YouTube for 8 years. She's been on YouTube and she's been seeing these mommies and she got comfortable with it. Now, I'm not going to go through all these videos, but I'm just going to show you her demeanor right now. But it's 3 months. All right. 3 months. I don't know about y'all. 3 months, I personally feel like I can turn my whole life around in 3 months. Okay. In 3 months, I can be like, okay, let me pay this off. Let me pay this. Let me do Instacart. Let me do this. Let me work, rock and roll here. Let me, without all the extra stuff. But 3 months, she's still living at home. She's still living with her mother-in-law. Her husband still don't have a job. She's in school, but when people in school like hair school, I don't think they get as much money in grants or financial aid with those type of degrees. So I don't know if she's getting pocketed for going to school, but if she was going to school for nursing or business administration, she might can get grants. So I'm not for sure how that goes. But y'all, let's get into one of her recent videos. And this girl is settling, and then you want us to feel bad for you? Like, no, no, I can't feel bad for you. You worked at Denny's. Now you work at Denny's. I don't know how in the hell anybody will. To me, I don't know. So this is the video. I need an oil change. My car needs work. Applying for benefits again, mostly Medicaid.
Meet Shock CryoGlow, the new med spa inspired mask with under eye cooling. IQ LED technology using.
Um, he quit his job because he sneezed too much when he got there the first time. No lie, she said it in one of her videos. I wish I could go back and remember. I think he had allergic reaction or he was itching. It was something that made him quit like that same day. Yeah, you can't make this junk up. And I thought Sky and Diamond was bad, but this lady is worse, in my opinion.
All right, you guys. I just got out of school, kind of out of breath. Um, so I completely forgot to vlog this morning because I was on the phone with my mom literally the entire way over here, and we were just talking and catching up and venting and all that good stuff. But anyway, so I just got out of school. I need to go get an oil change, so I need to hurry up before I go to work. But one of my classmates, her boyfriend works at a Five Below, and she ended up bringing a big box of these like pillow, these like dice pillows. So I got two. I got one in green and one in black and white. And yeah, I don't know. I just got them for my kids, just because she was like, here, you guys can have it. You guys can have however many you want. And yeah, so that was pretty cool, really sweet of her. But yeah, she's always doing that. She's always bringing in like a box. One time she brought a box of like popcorn, and it was so good. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and head I'm not even gonna go home. I'm just gonna go straight to the car place so I can get the oil change. All right, I will see you there. All right, you guys, I am now waiting here for them to do my oil change. It was already at 20% oil life, so I know I needed to get it done as soon as possible. So yeah,
Now, I'm sorry, if I have to pay for an oil change, my husband that's been at home all day is going to do that. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what's up with these women that want to be providers, but if your husband is home all day, you in school, you go to work at Denny's, why he can't do it? It's just crazy to me. And I don't know if this is like a is this content? Like I'm confused at this point. Like is this content? Like you say you got a man, but you still gotta do stuff by yourself. I don't know. I can do stuff by myself. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, I be like, why are you getting your oil changed? Like, y'all get what I'm saying? I don't know.
Let's wait and see what we got to do around here. There's not much. Okay, so I got out of the place, the mechanic place, and he was telling me that there's a few things wrong with the car. Well, I know that the front axle is messed up. Like it's like cracked.
Yes,
The
they have
front
two
axle of
kids.
the car is cracked, so that needs to be replaced. I don't know how much that was, but he told me that also my brakes in the back, hopefully you guys can, my brakes in the back are broke, like gone. I need new brakes in the back wheels. And what else? Oh yeah, I have an oil leak in the, I don't know which oil it is. It might be the engine oil. I'm pretty sure it's the engine oil. I don't know. I have a few things wrong with this car, and when I asked him how much it's gonna be, he said 500 something, but I don't know if it's just for the brakes, because I was asking him about the brakes at that moment, because he was like, oh, you know, you got all these things, and he said 500 something. So if it is 500 something for all the work that it needs, then that's understandable. Like I think I might be able to finance that. But yeah, so that's what's going on with the car. So yeah.
You know, you see how she put that stress of her. I think I can take care of that. Well, you had a whole husband. Now I can see you had a whole husband. He wasn't putting in and stuff like that. It's okay if you leave him out of the equation. Definitely on YouTube. But now she still wants, like, to me, she still wants the sympathy with the husband. It's crazy to me. And her people really eat her up in her comments when they say, you got a whole husband at home. Like, why are you coming on here crying and begging? Like, this is her content. My blues, my sorrows, and my husband don't work, and I have to work at Denny's. You don't have to work at Denny's. You just choose not to get a better job because, hey, this makes my content looks better. And by the way, let me go and get benefits. I need food stamps again. Y'all, when I tell y'all she had got, hold on, we're going to scroll through it because she does whine a lot in my liking. She does whine a lot and I can't deal with it. So she seems like she's at Walmart. And y'all just listen to how she talks about not being able to afford food. And I think,
I think I'm
we
gonna grab
all
this
going
one.
through that.
It's $3.96, but it comes with all this butter. So lately they haven't been grocery shopping. You know how I told you guys that sometimes I go to Sam's Club and pick up like these big things of yogurts and stuff. I think honestly they have been doing not so good financially, and they just haven't been buying any groceries.
So she's talking about living at her mother's house at this point, y'all. She's not talking about nothing else. Now she lives at her mother's talking about, I don't think they're doing very good financially. Y'all, you can't make this up.
The only groceries that they do buy every once in a while is milk, eggs, and bread, but that's about it. And sometimes they'll buy bologna for Eli, but I just have to see what I'm gonna grab here for the kids. You know, they kind of like these these Go-Gurt things. Should I grab these ones? These are cool. These are the Minecraft ones. Let's get. This one comes with 8. Yeah, that'll be good for now. Okay, now to get the milk. This is the milk that we get. I either get this one or 0%, but this is the one that they like, and we get this one because it doesn't hurt our stomachs. The other one, we're like really lactose intolerant. Like everybody in the house gets tons of stomach pain with milk, so that's why I get this milk. And yeah, put on eggs right now because, like I said, sometimes he'll buy eggs, so we're okay on eggs. I'm not gonna get any eggs, but here are the egg prices. 5. This one, I'm not sure how much this one is though. It doesn't have the prices anywhere. Oh no, here it is.
Almost 12.
For 12.
I want y'all to see something.
And 89 cents. So I feel okay about that. I got quite a bit of things. Hopefully it lasts us like a week or whatever.
Nah, I don't know if y'all seen the buggy. I'll go back.
It's the reality of not having food stamps.
So
I'm trying to get some food stamps again so I can at least have something, even if it's just like $40 or $50 a month or whatever. But here's what I got. You see it? All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go to home, drop off.
Let me show y'all something.
What time is
it? Okay. Now, sometimes how she folded this up made me curious. Okay. This is a Walmart. So normally they don't show your taxes unless you bought something that was not food stamp approved. All right. So the taxes is 49 cents. Now, anybody knows when you go in somewhere, this is a certain tax. So I don't know if that's a food tax because typically sometimes food tax is about less than 2%. All right. So I don't know if this is less than, but typically you have two sets of taxes. And if she bought food, she will have 2 types of taxes. Unless that town doesn't have taxes. Does that make sense? But to me, I don't feel like she paid that with real money. That's just my opinion. Call it what it is. I don't, because the way that she folded it up had, because when you get like EBT or something, they have like, you might have this right here, and then they have another breakdown. And that's when you can see like how much money you got on your food stamps. So right here, this shows me that she likes to play the sympathy. Like, let me go to the store and buy bare minimum. I'm gonna look at the cart real quick. I know.
price is anywhere. Oh no, here it is. $4.22 for 12. That's not too bad. This one is $6.22 for 18 large eggs. I don't want to get some berries today to make some smoothies. I want to get some strawberries. And let's see. I wonder how much the bananas are.
I don't know.
Oh, look, this one up here is mixed fruit. I don't know. I kind of have a thing with, I'll just get it. Sometimes I get a little like scratchy throat with pineapple, but I think I'll be okay. So I'm gonna grab this one for $2.38. I want to get this sweet potato baggie. I love sweet potatoes. I'm gonna get these hash browns for $3.42. Sorry. saw this lady at my job drinking these,
So
and I
what?
used to drink
I
these
don't know
when
if
I was.
y'all seen what she had in the bag, y'all. Yeah, yeah, and it's just a sympathy thing. Y'all remember how these? I'm really good with picking out what people say. Oh, like Jazz. Jazz used to only shop on the six. Now we go back in our archives with Jazz. Jazz came on here and said that her food stamps hit on the sixth. But Jazz would literally only shop on the sixth back in the day. And then she had to come back and say, "Oh, y'all guys, I got food stamps again. I lost my food stamps." No, you already had your food stamps. You and Chris would eat good from 6th to the 15th. And then after the 15th, y'all sitting there struggling on meals. That's something, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But this girl right here is just giving me feel sorry for me. I need assistance. I need food stamps again. All I just need is $40 for what? You didn't even buy. She said that she hoped this food lasts for a week. What the hell would last for a week? The butter? Did y'all see any food? I didn't see any food. She had one roll of turkey. What week is that? And maybe I'm overfeeding my kids. Maybe. Y'all, maybe. I really will say that. Maybe I overfeed my kids. If I forget to go and take out ground beef, I go and buy it. I'm one of those parents. But I do have food in the house. But I'm not going to sit here and give y'all a sad ass story saying I live somewhere and these people can't even, they don't even buy, they barely buy bread, eggs, and milk. She just said that. Barely. So to me, I feel like she definitely, to me, she definitely took some notes from definitely Jazz. Let me show y'all my week and my poor. And she 11K, good job for her. But something is not right with her. For me, let's look at some of these comments, y'all. The comments be funny to me. I'll have to go all the way down for some odd reason. Okay, this is what one person says. This is precisely why your husband needs to get a job and okay, and come true with two things like buying food, fixing your cars. Also, when a mechanic tells you stuff that's wrong with your car, ask for a printout with the price in. I guarantee it's not $500 for everything. That's probably just a break alone. You're literally working your ass off while your husband absolutely do nothing. Man, when I tell you trying to get food stamps, how about sending your husband, your third child, out to get a job? You're living rent free in your in law's house. You can't live from free. You can't live free from your in laws, especially the government is also giving you free food. Go to a food pantry if you need help with food. Your children can get free lunch at school. And that's very true. It's time to start adulting. When I tell you, when she was sitting there crying, talking about her husband left her, moved to his dad's house, left her at the stepmom's house, y'all, that would be my time that I'll go home and live with my mother with my kids. And to me, it seems like she got comfortable with her husband's, how can you say it? Not to be mean. She started rubbing off on her husband started rubbing off on her personally. Because there's no way I'm going to want to live at another woman's house with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all ever had a roommate or you live with somebody. That's like I don't want to share some things. I don't want to go in my kitchen and I guess I have a yogurt. and somebody decide to eat it because I don't live there. You know, that's free range to the person that pays the bills. So they don't have to actually put food in the house because that's your job to put food in the house. But for her to complain and say, I think they're going through financially problems. No, ma'am, you're going through financial problems. Don't worry about them because they actually don't have to put food in there if they're paying the bills. What kind of sense does that make? So yeah, people are actually eating her up. But I just, girl, you don't need to get food stamps with a YouTube income. Marshalls and Denny's. Well, she don't work at Marshalls anymore. She quit that job. You're getting a lot of you getting a lot of money all together with from all three. I never try to get food stamps because I don't like the government telling me what to do or when to do it. And that's very true. Let's go back. You remind me of myself when I was your age. I did everything, working full time, did all the shopping, paying the bills. And finally one day I got fed up, packed up my boys and left. When I tell you she's not going to do it, even if she does decide to leave, she's still going to have that somebody needs to take care of me attitude. That is a sad reality for this woman. She's, we go back and look at some of her videos, they're the same. The same. Well, my bank account is negative and they said that it's going to cost me this much money. That's what type of person she is. But I don't like whiners on these YouTube streets. I don't know about y'all. Danielle is another person I'm about to get into. I don't know if y'all know Danielle, but Danielle does a lot of whining. And to me, I feel like she's like another person that she says her husband works, her boyfriend works, but I don't think he works. Like, I personally don't think he works. I think she pays everything. But y'all go check her out. Go check her out. She's actually funny to me. Like, I was like, I can see through you. And a lot of people, not trying to be funny, a lot of people only want to see a victory story out of certain things. I know I do. I like seeing victory stories. When I first watched her and I saw that she was rocking and rolling, and then some said, go check her out again. And hold up, you still going through this? I wish I could, work somewhere and stack up my paper, help around the house. But what is she really doing with her money, y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see her really buying stuff unless it's not camera shown. But to me, I would assume that if I don't have to pay no bills, no internet, no lights, no water, no mortgage, I'll assume that I'm sorry, she should at least have a good 10 grand stashed away. And on top of that, you just got your tax money. I just don't understand it. Now, don't be sitting here saying, I didn't even pay my taxes yet. People like her, they wait until like the January the 23rd. I think what time was it? I'm not for sure what is the time frame that people can start dropping their taxes in, like Toro, or dropping it off at the like a H&R Block or something like that. But she definitely gives me the vibes like she got her taxes back on the 23rd of February. So you just got your taxes. Um, and to me, it don't seem like, personally, it don't seem like she likes to work because y'all, I'm not quitting a job after 3 years. Not after 3 years, but after 3 months, I'm not quitting a job. I'm gonna suck that thing up until I actually find something better. Um, After 31, I'll say, I'm not trying to be funny. If you had kids at 25, your mindset should have clicked on somewhere and said, hey, I need to find something. I need to be more stable for my children. Even if you still need assistance, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna like make fun of anybody that need assistance. Um, but mentally in your head, you be like, man, let me go to school, let me find a trade. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be waiting at 30 trying to get it done. And then get on YouTube and start to say, hey, I got this problem. It's crazy to me. But sometimes she has to clap back. I'm like, girl, you need to just chill out. You don't need no clap back no time soon. You just need to figure out your life, you know? Because Jazz and Sky and all these ladies, they know how to milk the system. She knows how to. One week you get $200 from donations. It's crazy. You get more donations from, online than in your real life. That's crazy. I'd rather hustle like that in real life than online because it's not guaranteed you're still looking for it. But y'all, I want to kickle and giggle with y'all with the next video. I'm about to get off from her. I'm about to kickle and giggle with y'all because this junk is so funny. I seen this. Some of y'all might already seen this video that's on YouTube, but this one is actually funny to me. Like I laughed today. Like I could not. Y'all, it stopped me from crying. Like I don't know if y'all know. I lost a companion. That's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him a companion. Um, I lost a companion, and um, all I could think of is like what me and him used to do, and that was like sit around and watch YouTube and laugh. So this would definitely be a video that he would definitely laugh and shake, like yeah, But let's get into that next video, and I'll talk to y'all later.